It seems to me there's a situation that always seems to just, well, come back and bite you in the butt. Situation being, I rather like these PWS or primary weapon systems enhanced buffer tubes. Read like this example, well, right here. So anyway, what we have here is we have a buffer tube with built-in points where you can lock in your sling setups, and it's all one piece, and it's really cool because it has two little hex screws up top and one big Allen screw on the bottom. So two little Allen screws, one big Allen screw, and you can snug this puppy out up. And I got it for a good price because if you look at it, it says Blem. So truly, this one was a deal. I got a couple of them, and it really is kind of a nice piece. I mean, I have this on one of my other rifles, and AR-15 pretty much being fairly standardized. It works awesome. That said, AR-10s are not standardized. Case in point. So basically, I've got myself my modified. You can see I got some grind marks on there. Yes, this one has been modified so it fits the castle nut appropriately on a buffer tube. So literally, I can do all the good stuff. Basically, you got the buffer tube wrench here. So literally, this thing, it was a very handy piece I picked up some years ago. Not the best stamping, was modified by myself to fit properly on the castle nuts. Locks on there really good. Doesn't do anything stupid. Tightens it up without putting marks all over it, and it does the job needed. Now, why would I need something like this? Well, my friendly friends over at Midway USA, raid like the other guys that get too much of my money, along with Brownells, sent me a care package. So, the care package that they sent me comprises, well, you guessed it, AR-10 components to fix the aforementioned PWS enhanced buffer tube, which truly caused issues. Now, what was the issue that it caused? Well, for tolerances, pretty much you screw it into a point where you have the catch for the buffer and the buffer spring. That's what this primarily does, this little lip right here, because inside the receiver is a hole, and the hole pops up, and there's a little booger that pops up and holds the buffer tube from going spoing and popping out when you take the rifle apart. Do you really need to have that part in there? No. But the problem is, if you screw this in for tolerance, there's only but so much projection you get before things don't go so well, and it's too much projection, and you see where I'm getting at. There is no standardization on an AR-10 because an AR-10 is a non-mil-spec weapon. The only way you could say it's a mil-spec weapon is if you go with Knight's Armament, or you go with, like, the SASS, basically, which was, I forget if it was Bushmaster or Remington, or, Freedom Group guys basically throwing too much money at it and trying to get, like, a government contract or what have you. But that was the only instances where you could say it ever was mil-spec, SR-25 for the Knight's Armament, and SASS, which failed for its initial, please buy our stuff. Remington tried. Knight's got the contract. Knight's makes really good stuff, but it's really expensive good stuff that only really goes to, like, the special forces guys because they have way too much money. So what did this actually fix? Well, it fixed this. I might have to do a little bit of playing around with angles and stuff, but you know what? Let me just pull things back here out of, pull back the curtain just a little bit. Literally, this is one of my builds. I've shown pictures of it before. I'll put a still in there so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but it is this AR-10 monster that I'm working on. And yeah, the serial number's covered, so I'm not worried about it. And it does have a big honking hammer scope on board, so an 8x32x56 scope, and yeah, it's freaking big. Has a Stark grip on it, but the problem was essentially, let's see if I can't prop this up. See, I'm still in recovery process here, after the chest stuff getting worked on. So let me see if I can't cheat a few angles here, and yeah, that works. Okay, I'll stand it on that. Okay, that works. Okay, so literally the problem I had was essentially this. Let me play with adjustments here. Okay, so essentially what happened was, is this guy screwed in back in here. The tolerances were weird because it would dogleg up, and of course my straight line of travel, which you need for bolt carrier to go from front to back, that's of course what a buffer tube does. It gives some place for the bolt to recess when the weapon's being fired. So literally, hang on a second, still in recovery process, so this is not easy. It could not function the weapon system. So literally, I would try to draw it back and be like, it's like, okay, weapons should not be going, there should be no, properly assembled firearm. So essentially, what happened is this was out of tolerance. Specifically, this was out of tolerance because once I cranked it up, it went just enough, and I could eyeball it and see it was not lined up. And these do not take to not being lined up, but trust me, this thing is correct now. It does everything it should do. So, this is my tale of woe. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? If you can avoid it, don't do it to yourself, okay? Some stuff is compatible, some other stuff is not compatible, and if you put the wrong stuff in the wrong things, they don't like each other, okay? Also, on a secondary note, getting stuff from Midway USA will fix your problems. I probably should put a still shot in here to show you guys what this rifle looks like. Yes, I know it is missing some parts, okay? All right, you want me to really do... Okay, I'll do this. For you guys, I'll do it, all right? Why? Because I'm a sucker like that. So I don't have my last shot hold open yet. It's downstairs, or it's in my parts pile or something. I don't actually have a correct... I got one of these little stick-on guys, which is really not impressing me so terribly much. It was cheap. It's one of these ones you could put on without having to take the whole weapon system apart. It's polymer. It's going the way of the dodo, okay? Yeah, I know I don't have my Ford Assist. I probably should have some other parts, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, well, you guys are asking too much of me in some cases, but okay, all right. Here we go. All right, I probably should have, the dust cover, right? All right, so I need to install a dust cover, okay? So, all right, there, it's installed. You happy now? It needs a Ford Assist, okay? It needs that too. All right, it's installed as well. Everybody's happy? Okay, well, my tale of woe is also the ongoing process of having to try to build stuff after healing after open heart surgery, which is not the easiest thing in the world. I can tell you for a fact, by and large, your chest is used in a lot of things, and charitably, it can be said, hacking your chest wide open is not the easiest of recoveries. Can you recover from it? Yes, but it takes a while, okay? It's not going to be the easiest thing. So this is my tale of woe. Non-standard stuff that should work, but unfortunately, some stuff just is not compatible. All right, take that for what it's worth. If you truly find yourself in dire straits, just remember, go back to the internet or talk to your friends or just use some hard-won knowledge and go, oh, it didn't work that way. Let me try the actual correct parts versus the hot rod stuff. Because hot rod stuff is never, ever standardized. Okay? Eat good, Cape Town as always, you know it, you love it. Oh, still shot of what this thing looks like. Okay, coming up, 3, 2, 1, still shot. Right there.